good, y'all? It's Underground Boxing News. You got Mr. Underground. You got Mr. Did I mention that? We're gonna get right into it. We're talking boxing. You already know, but it's bigger than boxing. So we're gonna start off with the Devin Haney, Lomachenko. It's crazy controversial about that. So let's get into it. My opinion, official school card 115, 113. I really think in order to be the champion, you really gotta be the champion. This new boxing is crazy. You get caught a few times, they automatically think you won. Back in the day when he was fighting, you really had to hurt a champion. Like, you really had to hurt him. You either had to knock him out or beat him real bad where you gotta go to the hospital. But we're gonna get some opinions. What's good, y'all?
Elephant in the room. My opinion, I feel like the fight should have been a draw. The reason I feel like the fight should have been a draw, okay, Devin Haney is the champ, unified champion. You make the fight a draw so that there's a rematch. There's a rematch, more money, better for boxing. And you know what I'm saying? It's gonna give younger fighters, a little bit more confidence when they fighting champions, you know what I'm saying?
True.
That they actually got the opportunity to win.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because this right here, this stirred the pot a little bit. I know it's a lot of fighters licking their chops, like Tank. He probably thinking like, you know what I mean? Devin Haney is he beatable.
He got a soft shit.
He's beatable.
So you know they already got the rumor out there that Tank and Devin Haney got a tape out there. It's going to come out eventually, but it's not out there yet. When he got stunned. So that's definitely going to come out eventually.
Yeah,
I'm in the near future. Yeah, I'm curious to see it too.
I'm locked in. I'm curious to see it. But I saw Shakur step in the ring. He told Haney, he said next. Not later, next.
I mean,
what you think?
I feel like Devin Haney still gotta test the waters. Like, I think it should be a rematch with the Lomachenko joint too. I think that should be almost immediately. Right. I think that rematch with Devin Haney should be, and Loma should be like in September. Like, I think that should be like almost.
What you think, Rel? Because Rel sent it to me. He texted me right during the fight.
Yeah, I thought like it was a close fight. It was a real close fight. In the beginning, I felt like Haney was giving all the more cleaner shots, body shots, touching him up and all that. He could have got the jab with him a little bit more, but later in the fight, later rounds, Loma started touching him. And I felt like Haney, I think he treated a little fair. Like, I think, I seen in his eyes like he had the eye of the champion.
So I got a few interviews I did prior to this interview, and I was talking about Devin Haney using his jab, his height, and his speed. I said if Lomachenko get under that jab and be able to get in and do his angles and all that, it's going to be over. So the part of the fight I did catch, I caught like the first 6 rounds. I didn't see the end of it. The part of the fight I did see, I seen Lomachenko doing everything that he wasn't supposed to do. I seen him getting underneath that jab. I seen him getting in, doing his angles, doing everything. And once I seen that, I said, oh my goodness, we got a problem. So once I got the phone call that said Devin won, as soon as I turned on the internet, as soon as I get home, I get on the internet, everybody saying Lomachenko got cheated. Lomachenko got cheated. But like I said, like prior, I said, you gotta really work hard to be the champion. Like, especially be unified. And another thing, I'm getting a lot of questions about this Devin Haney. And the reason why I think Devin Haney should give Lomachenko a rematch almost immediately, because if people don't know, Devin Haney got awarded his belts. He didn't fight for his belts. There was open belts. They just gave him the belts. They gave him all the belts, so he didn't really fight for them. So that's why I think him and Lomachenko should do a rematch, because Lomachenko definitely fought for all his belts, and not only did he fight for his belts, he got the belts fast. Like, he did like 9, 10 fights and he was unified.
That's because of his extensive amateur career. He was 392 and one.
Yep.
As an amateur. And on top of that, this is 3 division champion. So it ain't like he was a pushover. That's why I feel as though, just in order to seesaw the rumors, Devin Haney, you give Lomachenko a rematch. Give him a rematch. Beat him decisively.
You gotta dominate.
Gotta dominate.
Before Corey, you got unfinished business. That's just my opinion.
So
you get to Corey, you got unfinished business.
I really feel like if Devin Haney give Lomachenko a rematch, I really feel like Devin Haney not gonna win.
I don't know. I'm gonna say this because I feel like Devin Haney fights a different fight. Because in that Lomachenko fight, that ain't the Devin Haney we used to see. We used to see a stick move, You know what I mean? Great boxing skills, that Devin Haney. This Devin Haney, he was trying to prove something a little bit more. He was trying to stop Lomachenko. I felt like he was trying to stop him. That's why he was taking riskier moves. So, I don't know. But it could go either way because you got to think Lomachenko is an excellent boxer. He got the best footwork in the business.
Yes, he does.
So,
yes, he does.
It could go either way.
Roman give me like Pacquiao vibes a little bit. Like,
He do. With the movement, yeah. That's that ballerina thing that, you know what I'm saying?
He did ballerina, popular ballerina. That's why his foot movement is so good. He got all those angles.
Exactly.
But this is what I'm going to say about that. If you think Devin Haney going to win, like I said, I'm not going to be too for certain because I seen him, Lomachenko getting under that jab and around that jab, and I seen Devin Haney only throwing one punch at a time. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing one jab, not doubling up on the jab, you know, backing up. So Lomo put a lot of pressure on Devin Haney. He put a lot of pressure on him, and he did a great job because he didn't care about the jab. He didn't care about his right hand, him trying to knock him out. He kept coming forward. And that was the only fight I really seen Devin Haney really being backed up and really getting caught and really getting his chin chested. So I don't know if a rematch is going to be immediately as everybody wanted. I think Devin Haney is going to take another fight. This is my experience. I think Devin Haney will take another fight before he take that fight. Mm-hmm. But if Loma take another fight, it's going to be a cakewalk. Of course. It's going to be a cake. He's going to go through him just like that. Whoever the case may be, whoever it's going to be, I think he's going to go through him just like that. But like I said, with Devin Haney, I wouldn't advise Devin Haney to go straight in the ring to fight a Tank right now. I don't even think it would be okay for him to fight Shakur right now.
I think Devin Haney needs a couple confident building fights.
I think Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia would be good. I think Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I even think Devin Haney and Rolly Romero would be good at 140 because not only Devin Haney's having trouble making 135.
I'll tell you this, man. Some people might not agree with me. Rolly is dangerous.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He got his hook. He's dangerous. But that's going to test out the waters for Devin Haney because now he in the ring with a power shot, a power fighter.
Yeah,
you know
I think he needs that before Tank.
Exactly.
That can be, that's going to determine whether you can really take a punch from a puncher.
Yeah, some of the shots would have landed, if Tank would have hit him, he'd have been in trouble.
Real trouble.
Real trouble
with that. Real trouble with that. The official scorecard is 115, 113.
I scored at 114, but like you touched on earlier, if it goes to a draw, the house wins. So, just like blackjack. If you and the dealer got 21, it goes to the dealer. It's the same thing with the champion. In order to beat the champion, you got to beat the champion. So I agree with you on that. But I had to fight 114 even.
Okay, so you had a draw.
Yeah, I like a draw. Yeah, I like a draw.
You like a draw?
Haney definitely like the earlier rounds. Haney, the later on
control for sure.
So let me ask you a question. Since y'all got a draw, would y'all would have been happy with it going either way? So if Lomachenko would have got the win, it would have been cool.
Yeah, I like it to draw, but I'm more on Loma's side.
Okay, how you feel on that?
If Lomo would have won, I wouldn't have been surprised at all. Wouldn't have been surprised.
So with Devin Haney winning, where do I pitch you guys at?
I ain't gonna hold me. It kind of dampened my spirit because I was like, for me, it should have either been a draw or a Lomo win. Because I had it scored 114, but it was a couple rounds that I was like, they was Lomo rounds, but it could have been either way. So, being boxing enthusiasts, you gotta look at it from both sides. I'm like, okay, Devin Haney was landing the more cleaner shots, but it was one shot. Lomo was landing his punches in bunches. It was flurries.
I thought Lomo punches was more effective.
Yeah, it was flurries. So
another thing I want to say about Lomachenko, he fought with a lot of heart. He fought with a lot of heart.
He fought like a champion.
Yes, he fought like it. That's why I said it was a great fight. Loma did everything that he was supposed to do. Everything that we expect Loma to do, he did.
He did. I agree.
Devin Haney didn't do everything we expect him to do.
I agree.
Devin Haney did not. We seen a Devin Haney that we never seen before. This Devin Haney is a new Devin Haney that we never seen. I'm happy he got the win. Like I said, to be the champion, especially unified, I think you really got to beat a champion.
Right.
So, with that being said, I don't know. But It's Underground Boxing News. Underground Boxing News. You hear with Mr. Underground. Did I mention that? We have my man, the barber, Chris, definitely Mr. Reliable. He got the oils on deck. He got the whole kit. Whatever you need, he got it. You need oil, you need scrubs for your beard, your hair, whatever, he got it. I'm gonna turn it over to him for a little bit. How y'all gonna find him? I call him Mr. Reliable. Did I mention that? You call his phone right now. He gonna pick the phone up. Did I mention that?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I call him Mr. Reliable in this barbershop. But go ahead.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Crispy Cuts. Like Mr. Underground just mentioned. I got the beard oils, all organic. We got only one in the city with the different flavors. You know what I'm saying?
How many flavors you got?
We got Baccarat Rouge 540. We got 1 million. We got Dior Sauvage. We got Creed Aventus. We got Oatmeal Milk and Honey. We got Eucalyptus and Spearmint. You know, we got all the different flavors, all 100% organic. So if you can use, if it's good for your face, it's good for anywhere.
Did I mention
You know
that?
what I'm saying? We got the Beard Shampoo.
Ooh.
We got the Beard Balm. You know what I'm saying? We got the whole kit.
Did I mention that? It's Mr. Did I mention that? He got whatever you need. You get your hair washed, cut, braided, whatever you need, you can get in here. It's a one-stop shop. Did I mention that?
Whatever you need is around.
Now we're going to Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson. We like Shakur Stevenson. He's undefeated top ranked fighter. He started young. He went to the Olympics. He won silver. He won silver in the Olympics. Awesome. So who you guys want to see Shakur with?
I want to see it with Devin.
That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see because, in my opinion, Shakur is the top. Shakur at the top for me. That's just for me. Tank is more proven. But as far as skill set, Shakur got that dog. He got that
How
dog.
y'all feel about Devin Haney walking out the ring?
That was unsportsmanlike. And I think he walked out the ring because he felt as though he underperformed.
And I'm with you on that one. But like behind closed doors, them boys is friends.
For sure.
So I don't know if
all three of them.
yeah. So I don't know what the deal was with that, but they definitely want to see each other in the near future. But before Shakur even fight these top dogs, you know, Shakur never really fought at 135, so it'd be like him moving up.
Right.
So I think Shakur need to test the waters first.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, before he started calling out like these top names, I think he's great. I think the whole team over at Top Rank is awesome. Like all of them, I think all of them is great, from the heavyweights to the lightweights, the welterweights. So I think all of them is great. But I really think Shakur Stevenson need a tune-up fight at 135. I don't think he should go in there and just automatically just fight in the top, the best at 135. I think that'd be dangerous for anybody. I think that's dangerous for anybody. But like I said, I would like to see him fight at least a tune-up fight before he jump right into a Devin Haney. I don't want to see him fight Tank. That's one thing. That's one person I don't want to see him fight. I definitely don't want to see him fight Tank because I feel like if he fight Tank, it's going to hurt his career. And not only is it going to hurt his career, it's going to hurt his pride. Because everybody want to call Tank out until you get hit with them bombs. Y'all don't call him Tank for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You get hit with them bombs and it's over. So when you actually in that fight and it's 3 minutes, it ain't no sparring. When you get like, yo, we want to take a break. It's none of that. You're either going to finish the round or you're going to get knocked out. But like I said, I would like to see him touch the waters before he start fighting these big name fighters.
The thing with these guys is, what a lot of people don't understand is they all know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like these guys knew each other since they were kids.
Exactly.
Like they fought each other multiple times. So they know each other's tendencies, which is why Shakur feel confident getting in the ring against Devin, or why he feel confident getting in the ring against Tank, because they sparred each other multiple times, so they know each other's tendencies. So, yes, Tank does have the bombs, which is scary.
Yes, he do.
He got a game changer.
Yes, he do.
You know what I'm saying? One punch can end the whole fight. You could be winning.
Sure.
You could be winning 11 rounds in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You could be 1 minute away from winning the title and get knocked out by this dude. Game over. So, you know, Tank got he got the ability to lure people in. Like, 'cause a lot of people don't understand, Tank is not a pressure fighter. He's a counter puncher. An excellent counter puncher. He picks his shots, he picks his moments.
And another thing about Tank, for the people who don't know, Tank can knock you out with either hand. Not only can he knock you out with either hand, he can fight going backwards.
Right.
So if you see anybody that fight coming towards him, they always get knocked out or always get dropped or the fight won't stop. Because as they rush him, he move out the way and just throw something. And when you get hit with something that you're not expecting, it hurt the most. So if you look at that Rolly fight, when Rolly was coming and throwing everything, Tank was calm, he was just backing up, backing up, and he got hit with that left. He walked right into it, boom.
Tank poised.
You know what I'm saying? He walked right into it.
He know what he got.
Real smart.
He know he got the one shot deal. You can't back that dude into a corner. He back
There's
into
no way.
a corner is
There's no way.
his advantage.
There's no way. Another one, Leo Santa Cruz, when he fought him, he had one where he was just throwing everything. He ain't even see it coming.
That one's scary.
Yeah, Leo ain't see that one coming. He wandered, they go to uppercut, boom, he was done.
That one scared me.
That was over.
I don't know if I ever saw a man head turn that much. Punch. That's scary.
Not only that, but these are lighter guys. These guys 130, 135 getting knocked out like heavyweights. So it's like, I'm saying I want to fight him, but do I really want to fight him? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I must say we want to fight this boy, but do we really want to fight him?
He definitely deserved the baby title.
So
baby Tyson title, my fault. Yeah, he definitely deserved it.
Deserved it at a high level. His last fight with Ryan Garcia, I think that was a pretty good fight, but I really think Ryan got scared after he felt them punches. If you see him covering up like this, you don't really never see boxers cover. That's when you're getting jumped. While 5 people from home from school, you get jumped, you gotta cover up very quick. You know what I'm saying? You really never see that in a boxing match.
I'm gonna give it to Rel though. Rel, he was a Ryan Garcia fan. He was trying to sell me on Ryan Garcia for a long time, and I just was like, Ryan Garcia can fight. He can fight. I'm gonna give him that. He can fight. I applaud his confidence in wanting to fight Tank. He actually didn't fight a bad fight. He fought a pretty good fight. He just got a little too, he rushed. That was you. If he'd have made it a corny fight, jab, right hand, jab, right hand, kept the fight in the middle of the ring, he would have had a better chance. He tried to prove something to the people,
And
he got hit.
Like Tank good for that. Like set you up, you fall into that trap.
I really feel that Ryan fight. I think Ryan and Rolly is actually like the same type of fighter. I don't know if y'all noticed that because you might got more power, but they all rely on that hook. They rely on that hook like super bad.
I don't know who. He's a professional boxer. I don't know what made him think that he was going to be able to hit Tank with 3 straight left hooks.
Now I don't know if y'all was like really noticing, but if you notice, he was timing them joints.
Exactly.
Like Tank was timing all that. You know what I'm saying? So like when you shooting power shots, when you got them power shots and you only relying on one shot or one hand, you gonna be in trouble. And that's why I like Tank, because he can fight he can knock you out with either hand. He can back you up. He got his own angles, and not only that, he can box. So he's going to be very, very scary. You know what I'm saying? I want him to move up to 140 because that's another fighter who having trouble at 135.
Right.
So 140 is about to be crazy.
Smoke at 140.
Yeah, it's about to be 140 is about to be crazy.
Smoke at 140.
And it's about to be real dangerous. It's about to be real dangerous.
So we do have a 140 bout about to happen.
But we're gonna get in that. We're gonna get in that a little bit. But I wanna see if somebody move up the. You know who I want to see fight? I want to see Lomachenko and Cool Boy fight at like a 130. Cool Boy
is small.
Yeah, he is small, but he throw a lot of punches, and he got a lot of angles too, just like Loma. So I think that'd be if they can meet up around like 130, because Loma not that big, so he never had problems.
I'm a fan of Cool Boy too.
Catching his weight.
For him to be that smart, he got huge heart.
And he hit hard. He hit real hard.
Yeah, he definitely
to beat his weight class.
Definitely does.
So I think he should move up, but it ain't nothing to me. That's a fight I would like to see in the near future. You know what I'm saying? A couple years from now.
Well,
I know
that is a fight that can. Well, yeah, it depends. Depends on how long Loma.
Cool Boy got a fight coming up.
Yes, he got a fight coming up in Japan. It should be in July. They moved. It was supposed to be May, but they moved to July.
That fight is scary.
That fight is scary, but I think Cool Boy want to take that. And the only reason why he's a much bigger fighter, his jab is much stronger. But this is the same thing we said about Lomachenko and Devin Haney. He's a much bigger fighter. He can use his jab and not walk around you. But depending on that pressure you put on. But I only reason why I'm going with Cool Boy because when he fought Brandon Figueroa, both of them had a lot of pressure on him. Like both of them was, and he was in the mix. Now I know this guy that he's about to fight is a knockout artist. He's a knockout artist. So we gotta see how it's gonna be when he get if Cool Boy get rocked. When he get rocked, we'll know from there.
But one thing I'll say about Cool Boy, he knew how to fight through adversity. The thing that I don't like about Cool Boy is he allows himself to get drawn into a slug match when he doesn't have to because he's a great boxer.
Yes.
He's a great boxer. He really can box. If he continues to just box, there's no controversy in none of his fights. He can beat everybody decisively. But the Philly in him, you know what I mean? He get that pride, and then you crack him. He gotta get his back.
He gotta get it back by any means necessary.
But yeah, he definitely got huge heart.
Okay.
Big fan of Cool Boy.
Okay, I feel about that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely a dog.
Underground boxing news, real Mr. Underground Mr. Did I mention that? You already know what it is. Shout out my man Chris the Barber, Mr. Reliable. Did I mention that? And I'm gonna keep mentioning that. I'm calling right now, you pick the phone up. Calling right now, pick the phone, Mr. Reliable. You got the beard oil, you got everything you need.
Got the beard oils, beard shampoo, beard balm. You get the whole kit. It's a one-stop shop here. You get your hair cut, like you said, hair braided, whatever you need. Crispy Cuts Barbershop and Salon, best barbershop in the city.
Go ahead, I need you to get on there.
Oh yeah, Razor Rod too, man. Never Barber, Crispy Cuts. Definitely the sharpest barbershop in the city. Top 2 hands down.
All right, we back at it. Now we getting on Shakur Stevenson. Everybody wants Shakur Stevenson. So let's talk about Shakur Stevenson. We want to talk about Shakur Stevenson. I like Shakur a lot. Like I said, shout out to Top Rank. There's a lot of youth that I've been talking to, doing interviews with, that want to spar Shakur Stevenson. Everybody thinks Shakur Stevenson is the sharpest at 135, which is really crazy to me because he really haven't had no fights at 135. So who would you guys like him to see, like for him to fight at 135? Now I'm gonna go first. I think Loma, if Loma can't get that fight in September with Devin Haney, I think Loma and Shakur Stevenson will be a great fight for boxing, for the fans, and for everybody. This will test Shakur Stevenson and how good he is. This will test all that. So I would love to see that fight in September. Shakur just came off an amazing win a couple weeks ago in Jersey. Just came off an amazing win. I think he even stopped the guy. So shout out to him, but I would like to see that fight. Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson.
I second that. That would be a great fight, and it will be a measuring stick. Because you know that's how fighters measure each other. The guy that you had a controversial fight with, I go dominate this guy. Now we stirred the pot. Now we got everybody looking like, can Devin beat Shakur?
Yeah,
like pretty much force his hand.
I definitely agree with that too.
You do it. So
Shakur,
I think with Shakur, even if Shakur do stop Lomachenko, I'm not gonna give him for stopping Devin Haney.
But
I don't.
They're two different fighters.
Yeah, they're two different fighters.
But if he
do, if he do, it's gonna be an amazing thing. And another fighter I would love to see Shakur fight is Isaac Pitbull Cruz. That was rolling around in the air a little bit, and they were saying Pitbull was scared. I don't know, because what he did with Tank, even though Tank got hurt, I think he was in Tank face the whole time. I think he wasn't scared of Tank pressure, and I know for sure he don't hit his heart. Shakur don't hit his heart as Tank. Like I know for sure.
I feel like Isaac, scary fight for anybody.
Scary fight for anybody. I agree with Real on that one. Like, I think that was Tank's hardest fight. If I can recall, they asked Tank, what about a rematch? He said no. He said no immediately.
I mean, a rematch is easy. They in the same camp.
But the thing is, since then, Pitbull been knocking everybody out.
Everybody out since that. Shout out to Pitbull Cruz. Ever since he lost the Tank, he been knocking everybody out.
Pitbull, if you ever see this, I'm a fan.
So I'm telling y'all now, Shakur and Pitbull Cruz will be a great matchup in September. Devin Haney and Lomachenko will be a great matchup for September. We already know Tank and his situation that he got going on. So we don't know when we're going to see Tank. We might see Tank at the end of the year. We might see Tank at the beginning of the year.
Right.
But I know for sure Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Lomachenko will be a great match for Shakur Stevenson. To set the record, that'll be a great match. So if he beat either one of those guys, it's no more, we got to think about Shakur.
From what I was, what I was told, Shakur won it. He won it, Issa Cruz. He won him, but the Cruz camp didn't win it. That's what the rumor was.
It'd be a lot. I ain't hear it come out of his mouth. Be a lot of rumors in boxing. So we can start a rumor right now. You know what I'm saying? And once everybody see, they gonna run with it. So we can start a whole rumor right now.
Right.
So I don't know because I don't see how he'd take that Tank fight, but won't take the Shakur Stevenson fight.
Well, because after a loss, you gotta build your confidence. So especially after your first loss, you're like, I don't want to fight another. You're not going to want to fight another undefeated guy after you just lost. You know what I mean? So you going to want to build your confidence, build your wins.
I feel like the Tank fight actually raised his confidence. Like, man.
Well,
I feel that too.
It definitely raised his dog. Because after that he'd been treating people
Knockouts.
real bad.
All knockouts is 10.
Real bad. All knockouts.
All knockouts is 10.
Like he didn't leave nothing up to the judges.
Nothing. So that's
and him and Tank, they may have to run into each other. They might be on a crash course because once he secures some titles, it's gonna be a crash course. They might have to run into each other again.
But eventually, like I said, Tank gonna go up to 140.
Right.
Now I don't want everybody trying to run up to 140 to get away from this boy at 135.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. If Shakur Stevenson, he can make it happen. Because with these last two fights, it was PBC and Top Rank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was PBC and Top Rank. They got their fight. So I think they can make this happen. As a matter of fact, with PBC and Golden Boy. I'm sorry, PBC and Golden Boy. But Top Rank, they should be easy to make something happen. Should just be a phone call. But boxing need to see that fight. Boxing need to see that fight. Shakur Stevenson and Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I think that'd be great.
Great fight for boxing.
That'd be a great fight, but Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Tank, they're on the same camp, so I think that'd be the easier fight. But like I said, I really think Shakur should get that fight first. Loma and Shakur should be easy. They both on the same camp, Top Rank. So that fight should be easy. They should be trying to discuss that now. If Haney not trying to give him a rematch. So if Haney don't give him a rematch at 135, and Haney try to go to 140, who gotta think Haney want to try to go for it? I got a name in my head already. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if we all on the same page.
At 140?
At 140.
Teofimo?
No. I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't. So Teofimo, he's just moving up. He got to get through Josh Teller first. He getting a top dog at 140.
Former undisputed champion. It's a tough fight. That's a tough fight.
I would like it for him to fight Regis Progress. That's what I like to see him fight at 140. I think that'll be a great fight for boxing too at 140.
I love it.
I think that'll be and not only that he bring the hype.
Mm-hmm.
Regis, he bring the hype. He talk. He gonna promote the fight. He gonna make people want to see the fight. So I think that'll be a great fight for him.
But you do remember there was a time where Devin Haney and Teofimo were supposed to fight, but since Teofimo got upset by Ferocious Kambosos, the fight didn't happen. So Kambosos threw the monkey wrench in it. So Devin said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go beat the guy to beat you."
Two times. That's not even like he bottom hurt.
Did it twice.
But he beat him with his jab. He dominated with his jab, and Kambosos is a great fighter. But he dominated with his jab, and I really think that Devin Haney thought he was gonna be able to imitate that with Lomachenko.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's two different styles. I really think he was trying to do that. And even back when the Devin Haney fight, I think Devin Haney got kind of confused when he realized he couldn't use that jab as much as he wanted to. It wasn't effective as he wanted to. Like I said, it was sometimes he was just in there throwing one shot. He just threw one jab and get out of there. And like you said before, Lomachenko was getting in there. He was throwing all types of combinations, doing whatever it is he wanted to do. He was fighting his original fight. Right. The fight he usually fight, what we expect him to do. The only person who didn't do what we expected him to do was Devin Haney. So back on that. But yeah, I would like to see them bulls move up to 140. I would like to see them move to 140.
I want to see that. I want to see the Teofimo and Devin Haney fight. But if Teofimo can make it past Josh Taylor.
That fight not exciting me.
It's not.
That fight not putting no excitement.
I think because Teofimo been a little inactive, we forget who he was.
Well, no, we don't forget who he was. He forgot who he was. On his last fight, he was like, yo, I don't know if I got him with people. He spoke that public. He said that public.
You know, they said that he was having, some out of the ring issues. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if you cutting, y'all cutting hair, and it's a barbershop full of customers, you're not gonna say, man, I don't know if I got it in front of him. You gonna wait till everybody get out of here and be like, hey, bro, listen, man, do I still got him? I feel like I'm losing. But you're not gonna tell the customers that.
You're right.
You told the world. And I always say that's a conversation you have in the car talking to the
So was that? So your question, was that an excuse for like what he's gonna do in the future?
I just feel like he don't. My thing is, I don't feel like he got enough confidence enough to have me like, yo, you know what? He gonna go to 140, he gonna dominate everybody. Because if you don't got, it starts with yourself. So if you don't got confidence in yourself, then don't expect anybody else to have confidence in you. No matter what you achieve. Like, you supposed to be like, yo, I'm great, I'm getting back in the lab. I know what I messed up on. Me and my team, we're gonna get back in the lab on Monday, and we're gonna go over everything that I messed up on. You know what I'm saying? You never question your greatness. Like, yo, I still got, you young, you ain't even 30 yet. You know what I'm saying? So, by him being that young, I'm gonna always be on that. Until he gotta knock Josh Taylor. You can't go in the ring with a champion and you thinking this. So you go in the ring with a champion, you thinking that, you way out of line. So I hope you can do that.
It's a good fight to see.
Underground Boxing News. This Underground Boxing News. You here with Mr. Underground, Mr. Did I mention that? Oh my goodness. But I'm here with my guy, Chris the Barber. Did I mention that? I think I did mention that though. But best barber in the city, Mr. Reliable. Did I mention that?
Two of the best barbers in the city.
Two of the best barbers. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. But now I'm mentioning that. I had to bring it back. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? Chris because Barbershop located in North Philly, the heart of North Philly. Sharpest barbershop in the city, in my opinion. I might be a little bit biased because
I'm with him.
Because I'm the owner. My man Razor
At
Rel over there.
man. Hit the follow button.
Razor Rel over there. Rel, tell him how to find you. You know what I'm saying? On the gram.
At Razor.Rel. Ain't no other.
At Razor Rel. Crispy Cut Barbershop on Instagram. We offer everything, all types of services. We also offer product, beard oils, beard balm, beard shampoo, all organic, 100% organic. We got all the different smells, all the scents. You know what I'm saying? Like my man E holding up one right there, Mr. Underground Boxing. Sorry about that. But yeah.
All right, we back on it, y'all. Now we about to touch a real scary subject right now. I'm in the city right now, so please make sure I can make it home, y'all. Please check on me because we about to touch a real sticky conversation, and I don't know how these guys going to react. But we're gonna go to welterweight. We're gonna go to Boots Ennis. I think Boots Ennis is great. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion first. I think he's great at what he do. I think he's great for his community. I think what him and his father got going on is great. My opinion, I think you need to fight somebody that's going to put him on the map right now. He's just great in the city of Philadelphia. All right, we're gonna go over that.
I second that 100%. I have an issue. My issue is people considering him the top welterweight when we haven't seen him fight top welterweights yet. Now, am I a fan of him? Yes, I'm a fan of his style. He looks amazing in there every time he fights. But it's easy to look amazing against garbage cans. We need to see you fight somebody.
I didn't mention that, y'all. I didn't mention that. He mentioned that.
I feel like Boots is adaptable. I feel like he's gonna get up with the top dogs when he perform, man.
I can't disagree with that, but I need to see it. Now he has been calling out names, but I feel like those names, you know, you need to just beat up the guys that you know that they beat up. Like, in my opinion.
So you need to fight contenders and not champions.
Right. You gotta beat those guys up first because you're not really proven. You know what I mean? Why would I? And it's high risk, low reward. You know what I mean? You're not that big of a draw yet.
I mean, how many fights Boots got? At least like almost 30, right?
Right.
I mean, like how many more contenders you gonna fight? I feel like you ready.
See, here's the thing. It ain't about what's on your record. It's about who's on your record. In my opinion, out of the top 3 guys, which I don't know if you want to name them yet. Do you want to name these guys?
We can name them.
We got Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Boots. Boots is in that top 3. He's in that top 3 just off of wins alone.
Okay.
Because you know he beat everybody he faced, which I can't discredit him. However, these two guys, well, I'm gonna say one in particular got the best resume.
Okay.
Earl Spence.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Earl Spence is in my opinion the top welterweight. Bud Crawford is second only because he was unified at 140.
Okay.
He was undisputed at 140. So you have to give him his credit.
Okay.
But you can't consider him the top welterweight when you look at his welterweight who he fought. He fought Jeff Horn. That's who we got the title from.
Okay.
Jeff Horn arguably won that title from Manny Pacquiao, which a lot of people would disagree. I feel like Manny Pacquiao got robbed. I'm one of them people that disagree. I know Mr. Underground Boxing probably not gonna say that.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm one of the people that disagree. I don't think Jeff Horn deserved that title.
Okay.
He beat Jeff Horn. He beat Sean Porter. That was probably the best competition he faced in a very long time since what was his name at
Benavidez. He beat one of Benavidez too.
Yeah, Benavidez.
But he also stopped Sean Porter too.
He definitely
Stop Sean Porter. That was an arguable stoppage.
That wasn't arguable. And I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't arguable. So this is what I like about Terrence Crawford too. So Terrence Crawford did not go with either hand too. And he's another tank too, because he can fight backing up, he can fight orthodox, southpaw, he can fight either way and can stop you.
Right.
So he was already dropped like 3 times before they stopped it.
Right.
So Sean Porter only got one game plan, and that's to rush you.
Yeah.
So once he figured that out, every time he came in, he was gonna wind up getting hurt.
Sean Porter is more of an athlete than he is a boxer.
Exactly.
We all know that. But
you felt like his dad saved him?
I feel like his father saved him. I feel like his father saved him, and he feel like his father saved him after the doors was closed.
Right.
Behind closed doors, he's supposed to do because after he stopped fighting.
I don't
He
think
still
he
had
should-
more
I don't think
fights.
he should have retired.
I don't think he should have been retired either, but he still had more fights in him.
Yeah.
But in his words, you know, he didn't want to be a gatekeeper, which was that was what he was. In order to be a top welterweight, you had to go through Sean Porter. Like if you can't beat a Sean Porter, you can't consider yourself a top welterweight. So he was the gatekeeper already, even though he, and his statements were, "I'm not going to stick around and be nobody's gatekeeper." But you were already pretty much that, in my opinion, because all roads had to go through Sean Porter to be a good top, to be a top welterweight.
Everybody.
Yes, he did.
To be a top.
Yes, he
Sean
did.
Porter has one of the best resumes in boxing.
So back on Boots, who would y'all like Boots to see? Who would y'all want Boots to fight? You'd be like, okay, he a dog now. Now he a dog. Okay.
I would want Boots to fight Sean Porter. That would be the fight that I want to see. Because as we just touched on, in order to be proven, you gotta beat Sean Porter. I want Sean Porter to come back, even though he don't want to be a gatekeeper, but that's who you would have proved yourself with.
Who you want to see? Boots.
I like the Keith Thurman fight.
That's all. That's all.
I like Virgil Ortiz. Reason why I don't like Keith Thurman, because after Keith Thurman fought Danny Garcia, I just feel like he was never the same.
Right.
I would like to see him fight, become a contender. I would
I
like to
want
see.
to see Boots and Virgil later down the line.
You want to build up.
Yeah.
You think them two should be the top guys because
Bud
Bud and Spence they're leaving the division.
I don't know. I know Spence won that fight with Canelo, but we won't get on that. But I really think Boots should fight like I said, like a Virgil Ortiz, Conor Ben, he back reinstated. I think them they top contenders right there. You know what I'm saying? Top 20 contenders. I think with their boost up, people will start looking at them more. You know what I'm saying? You know Conor Ben from a whole different country. So that he gonna draw more fans. Boots, somebody out of that crowd, somebody gonna be attached to Boots.
And there it is.
You know what I'm saying?
There you have it. That'll be your money.
Exactly.
You go fight Conor Ben.
Exactly.
I would go fight Conor Ben in his country.
Exactly.
You draw some of his fan base. And then now you're a draw. Now you got the money behind you. Now you can start asking for these top guys. Because these guys are like, why would we fight? I know Earl and Bud are like, why would we fight you? Where you're a great boxer, tremendous boxer, but you don't have any backing. Why would we fight you? You know, you would be making money off of us more so. You know what I mean? So that would be a great fight. I agree with that one. That would be a great fight.
I still feel like Boots ready for the boys, so man. I still feel like ready for the top competition.
I'm not gonna contest that at all. One thing. I'm gonna address one more thing because you said about Keith Thurman. He wasn't the same since
Danny Garcia.
I believe he had a shoulder surgery, so he was inactive.
Yes.
So you got to remember, a lot of these belts that these top two guys got were Keith's belts.
Yeah, I know.
How y'all feel about Boots' last fight though?
I feel like it was a good fight. I feel like he should have been cutting the ring off a lot more. I think he took a lot of shots, unnecessary shots that he wasn't supposed to take.
Yeah, I feel like anxious.
Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know if it's because he was closer to the city. Yeah, all his people was here, so he had to prove a point. But I definitely feel like he got to learn to cut that ring off. That's why I wouldn't put him in that ring with Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, because these guys are experienced doing that. And if you can't cut no ring off with Errol Spence, you're done. You're going to be completely done. With Errol Spence, you're done. If you can't cut the ring off with Terrence Crawford, if you only got one style, you're done with Terrence Crawford. That's anybody. If you fight Terrence Crawford, you only got one style, you done. Because he's going to adjust to you. Either going to fight Orthodox and adjust to you, or you're going to fight Southpaw and adjust to you. And I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of Orthodox fighters have a lot of issues with Southpaw fighters. So a person that the Orthodox had 40 fights and only fought 2 Southpaws. You know what I'm saying? So you fight a Southpaw at the highest level of the peak. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing LeBron James when you were in high school. Right. So you fight the best Southpaw in the world, and you're not used to fighting Southpaw. And then he can switch it up on you. Right. So he can switch that up, and then he got power on both hands. Like, almost unbelievable. Like, if I'm gonna pick a baby Floyd, I gotta pick him until I see him get stopped. Like, but other than that,
he's a creative player.
But back on Boots, I want to see Boots fight. He can start off with Virgil Ortiz, and then to Conor Ben, and then one of those big names. But other than that,
but the thing I was touching on just a little second ago, Keith Thurman thing. Let's not forget, like,
Underground Boxing News, you hear Mr. Underground, Did I mention that? I think I did mention that because he's back on the line now. He's back on the line. I mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? We were Christian Barber, most reliable barber in the city. Did I mention that? I called him right now. He gonna pick up. I ain't mention that, but I can't mention that. But go ahead.
Crispy Cuts Barbershop, best barbershop in North Philly, best barbers in North Philly. One of them right here, my man Razor Rel.
Oh yeah, remain relevant, man. Everything you do, you gotta stay relevant.
You know what I'm saying? Best barbershop in the city, best products in the city, best beard oils in the city, best beard shampoo in the city, best beard bombs, all different flavors. You know what I mean? From your Baccarat Rouge to your Dior Sauvage to your Creed Aventus.
Did I mention that?
1 million.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think you mentioned that.
Did I mention that? I don't think I mentioned that.
But Crispy Cuts Barbershop, best barbershop in the city, 3433 Germantown Avenue. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Crispy Cuts, CHRISPYCUT, 2 Z's. Make sure you follow my man Razor Rel, Razor.Rel, Mr. Remain Relevant himself. You know what I'm saying? Underground Boxing, Crispy Cuts edition.
We back at it. Now we gotta talk about the big dogs. Now it's time for the big dogs. We're gonna talk about Errol Spence, and we're gonna talk about Terrence Crawford. So we're gonna get right on that. We're gonna start with Earl Spence. We're gonna start over here. Did I mention that? Okay.
You want to know? You know who? Listen, I'm a little biased.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Because Earl is my guy. Now, we're boxing fans. Love Terrence Crawford. Earl has a better resume. Earl went to the UK. He beat up on Kell Brook. Ain't seen Kell Brook fight since.
Bad.
Jordanis Ugas.
Did he mention that?
Jordanis Ugas. Did he mention that Jordanis Ugas beat Bud in the amateurs?
I ain't mentioned that.
I don't think you mentioned
I
that.
ain't mentioned that.
My man went for Jordanis Ugas. One of the top welterweights in the division.
Shout out to Cuba.
We ain't seen him fight since. Terrence Crawford is a lot more skilled, for sure. But Earl just got that dog. It's just like, and he gets better each round. Each round. The deeper he drag you in, the worse it's for you. The worse it is for you. Terrence Crawford starts off a little slow. You can't start off slow against a guy like this.
I think with Terrence Crawford, we all know Terrence Crawford started off slow, and I just think he just be watching every move. I really think Terrence Crawford is like one of those special lions. Yeah, before he jump, he gonna watch you for a little bit. It might be the third round, fourth round. But like I said previously, you cannot do the same moves on him. And we all know that Earl Spence loved walking people down. That's his thing. He dropped Sean Porter, and I actually think him and Sean Porter was a good fight. And I don't think if he would have dropped Sean Porter later round, I think that would have been a close fight. It would have been a very close fight if Sean Porter didn't get dropped in that later round. And Sean Porter got dropped because he always coming in wild, throwing in everything. He's a come forward fighter just like Earl Spence is. So that's why they was having problems, because they both was the same type of fighter. But it just so happened that Sean Porter got clipped at the end, and that really was saving. So
Terrence Crawford, he probably is gonna sit back and watch. But how long you gonna watch if you get tattooed? I ain't seeing them punches hurt.
But like I said previously, this guy can fight either way, orthodox or southpaw. He can fight backing up. He can fight going to the side, and he got the long reach with the jabs.
But let's address the elephant in the room. You still ain't saying who you like.
I that's the thing. I gotta take this. I can't say that. Excuse me for a second. I can't say that.
So listen. So I'm running underground boxing right now in his absence. So, in my opinion, Terrence Crawford starts too slow. Terrence Crawford starts slow. If you wait until the fourth round to win a fight, Earl Spence, you down 4 rounds. You can't be down any rounds to Earl Spence. This dude's too different.
He gonna drown you.
He is too different. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I feel like Earl is a lot more battle tested than Terrence Crawford. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I just love Earl, man. I love him, man. Like, Crawford definitely 1A, 1B, arguably, but Spence different, man. Both different, man.
And I feel like he got better since the car crash. Like I feel like he got better since the car crash. The car crash didn't hinder anything. Like this made him better. Like, it made him lock in. It made him more in tune. You know, he said he laid off drinking as much. You know what I mean? Like
he got more focus.
He's more focused. A lot more focused.
Yeah.
And a focused Earl Spence is scary for anybody.
Yeah, he definitely gonna fight. He ain't fighting nobody. That's all he wants. We can see. I'm tired of it, man. I don't want.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty burnt out. I feel like we might end up seeing Boots and Earl before we see Terrence.
Right. Yeah, I'm tired, man. So, there's too many excuses, too many hearsay. You know, just get the fight on. Earl knock ball out, and then move on. I feel like it's gonna be a stoppage though.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I just can't doubt. I can't doubt Bud. Bud earned the right not to be doubted. You know what I mean? I can't doubt him. And he a dog. He's a dog. That's why that fight was so important to happen, man. And I feel like with the Ryan Garcia and Tank fight, them making that fight happen should open up the doors for more fighters to want to fight each other. Because this is boxing. This is how it always went. You know what I mean? Floyd pretty much turned the tides on boxing as far as fighters not fighting the top guys and hand-picking guys.
I feel like the pressure on them boys, though, Spencer Crawford, the pressure definitely on them boys now. Like, you got everybody 135 about to fight each other. People moving up, the pressure definitely on now.
But it's just I feel like they're losing their they're losing
hype.
People. Yeah, they're losing the hype because the hype was 3 years ago. You know what I mean? And you had COVID and all that stuff. That was a good excuse, but where's the excuse now? They gotta fight.
Yeah.
Fight. It's a fight I want to see.
Still feel like Boots ready for the boys, man. Like, we got 30 fights.
Might be.
It's about time. Just get that bullet. I don't feel like I lost to them boys ain't really gonna hurt. Like, it's gonna hurt, but I feel like I lost to them, the top boys.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I feel like, well, fighting Boots just solidifies another welterweight's place in the division because he is a top 3 guy. But there are other, they still got Keith Thurman. I feel like Keith Thurman should be higher in the ranking than Boots. This is no shade to Boots, but Keith Thurman has a better resume. Keith Thurman has 1 loss. And people forget how good Keith Thurman was before that loss.
He's just been inactive.
He's just been inactive, with the surgeries and everything. But that fight with Pacquiao, if that fight had gone 1 more round, it might have been a different fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keith Thurman fought a great fight against Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is a scary fighter for anybody. Manny Pacquiao was supposed to fight Terrence Crawford. I don't know what happened with that fight. I wanted to see that.
I would have loved to see that too. I think Manny Pacquiao was too much for Keith Thurman. With the punches and the angles, he's another guy who got crazy angles, throws punches from everywhere. He throws from everywhere, and I think Keith Thurman he got caught. But he got caught by the scary part is he got caught by an older Manny Pacquiao. He didn't get caught by 5 or 10 years ago. He got caught by an older Manny Pacquiao. That's what I'm like, I don't know if he's the same. Then he fight Mario Barrios. Like, if you want to be a top contender, and then, what was it, 147 or 140?
147.
Okay, so Mario Barrios was coming up. I just feel like that should have been a walk in the park for him. I think he should have got Mario Barrios out of here within like the 3rd round. Tank got him out of there in the later rounds, but like I said, Tank is he fought him at 140, and I just think if Keith Thurman going to be that top guy, if he's going to be that top guy, he gotta knock these contenders out. There should no way in the world should be a close fight with Mario Barrios.
Right. Yeah, one time ain't been one time in a long time.
Yeah, one time ain't one time. Did I mention that? One time ain't one time. But I gotta mention that. And we definitely gotta bring that back. But I really think Keith Thurman can fight another contender. I think that'd be a great contender like a Virgil Ortiz or
standing on his throw.
Yeah.
Throw a monkey wrench in there.
Exactly. Or Conor Ben. I don't think he should fight Boots. I don't think that would be a good fight for him because, like I said, he was never the same ever since he had that injury. Ever since he fought Danny Garcia, and that fight was close too. Danny Garcia. That's when welterweight was dog. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. Like that's what them boys was. You know what I'm saying? So
Keith was good.
I wonder, but this is the thing. If Earl Spence would have fought 6 years ago, bro. Oh my goodness.
But
2017, 2018, before his injury, so if he didn't fight Danny Garcia, he went straight to Earl Spence. Underground Boxing News, Underground Boxing News. We back with Mr. Underground, Mr. Did I mention that? You already know where we at. I said it 4 or 5 times. I already mentioned it, but I'm gonna mention it again. We with my man Chris the Barber, my Mr. Reliable. Did I mention that? He definitely reliable. I'll call him right now. He gonna pick the phone up. Tell him Underground sent you too. You know what I'm saying? Tell him Underground said call. He gonna leave all his information. Go ahead, Chris.
Yup, you get $2 or $3 off your cut. Nah, I'm only kidding. But yeah, Chris Because Barbershop, best barbershop in the city, best beard oil in the city, proven best beard oil in the city, got the best fragrances, you know what I'm saying, got the best flavors, everything, all 100% organic. If it's good for the face, it's good for any place. We got my man Razor Rel, one of the sharpest barbers in the city, hands down the best barbershop in the city. My man Mr. Remain Relevant, tell him about yourself.
You already know, man. Remain relevant. You gotta stay relevant in everything you do. Cutting, anything. Just stay relevant.
All right, we got and all that. So we want to take it back just a little bit. Let's take it back just a little bit. And we want to throw some images in. Right now, Floyd Mayweather fighting this 10 years ago. Floyd Mayweather 30. Who y'all think give him a good fight right now? Well, I'm talking about, because Floyd did 140, 135, 154, Floyd was everywhere. So in all his divisions he won, that he unified. Who do you guys, and there's a lot of them, so who do you guys think would give him a great fight from 154 to 147?
Past and present?
Past and present, yes.
Past and present. Who I would have loved to see Floyd fight if both of them were in their prime? Cornell Wick.
Can I voice my opinion on how I think the fight would have went?
How you think?
I think Pernell Whitaker whipped and beat him. Pernell Whitaker had all the defensive moves. I think he lacked keeping his hands down. Like when he went down, he kept his hands down. And with Floyd was so fast. So every time you try to counter him, Floyd gonna catch you. Every time you put your hands down, you're gonna get caught because of his speed. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was just somebody real special. But I like Pernell Whitaker. I really like Pernell Whitaker. I think he's one of the greatest. Whoever did it, I really think Pernell Whitaker is one of the greatest. Whoever did it, I respect everything he did for the fight game. And he definitely one of the greatest. Like, who you like, bro?
I want to shoot you, bro. I want to see Floyd and Tank.
Floyd and Tank.
Mr. Miyagi and Dane, son.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
How you think that would have went?
I'm gonna take Floyd. Man, you gotta take Floyd. You gotta get that man's respect. But you never know when that left connect. You just don't know.
Okay, so since we talking about that, I want to bring up a situation with Floyd. But can we bring up Ricky Hatton? The Floyd Ricky Hatton fight. So I'm gonna bring that up because Ricky Hatton was God.
Yeah, he was
You
not.
know what I'm saying? He was God. So everybody was like, yo, Floyd got to fight Ricky Hatton, or he not this. Floyd got to fight Ricky Hatton, or he not that. So when he stepped up to that plate and did him super dirty, did I mention that? He did him super dirty. Floyd did him super dirty. He did him super dirty. He was a knockout, he was knocking everybody out. First round, third round, fifth round. I don't think Ricky Hatton fought a 12-round fighter. A 12-round fight.
I don't think so either.
His whole career before Mayweather.
Yeah, not that I know of.
Before Mayweather. But like I said, everything that these boys be doing, you can't do that on Floyd. And the number one thing you gotta be able to do on Floyd is put your hands down. So Pernell Whitaker was doing that a lot. He was doing all this and all that. Like, that ain't gonna work against Floyd. And he fought De La Hoya the same way, he lost to De La Hoya.
He did. That was arguable.
That was arguable, but he still lost.
He did.
Because he didn't beat the champion like he was supposed to beat the champion. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all, like, that's cute.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Mr. Underground, y'all ain't know.
Floyd and Pacquiao, had they have fought when they were supposed to fight, do you think the outcome would have been different?
No, I don't. I do think it would have been different. I really do think it would have been different. I think Floyd would have whooped his butt up and down that ring, outside Las Vegas Strip, the whole time. So I really think Floyd fighting him at a later time was actually better for him. Because like I said, we're going to talk about Ricky Hatton again. You know what I'm saying? Like these boys bring like the same type of, they want to come towards you. Like they want to knock you up. I'm not, listen, I know he's not no Manny Pacquiao, but they got that same type of style. They looking for that knockout. Not saying not saying Pacquiao can't box because he's an outstanding boxer. He's outstanding. He fight anybody. But like I said, if you really got Floyd younger when he was fighting them boys, he was already dangerous. So
He still is.
I think he did Pacquiao a favor, but waited. Pacquiao got all his money. He built his career wonderful. And when he fought Floyd, he lost. You know what I'm saying? Hard work, dedication, we all know that.
Right.
What y'all see Floyd online doing now? He had the 4 seasons, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, doing sit-ups, hit the pad. You know what I'm saying? You see Pacquiao, he in everything else but boxing. So is it, your mindset is so different. Like, he don't even eat candy. He don't drink. Me and you going out to the club right now.
He do eat McDonald's.
All right, he eat McDonald's. But listen, me and you go to the club right now. We gonna go downtown to the club. We in the club from now to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I jog home. I live up the east. And we down, and you gonna say, yo,
That's different.
we got bottles and all. I ain't drinking. I'm chilling. I'm doing everything you doing. But I just jog home, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's definitely different.
Where do you find that at?
He got a different type of.
Where do you?
mindset.
Floyd is the only fighter to run in Las Vegas as hot as it is, and still be talking to like we talking right now. But he running. He running though. They just having a relevant conversation like.
He different.
This guy not, and everybody like, oh, this boy would it be that? Like how?
Like, it was Floyd mentality before.
That's what I'm saying.
It was
Like
Mambo mentality.
how can you beat
Disrespect
somebody
to
that's
Mambo.
how can you beat somebody that's so zoned in?
It's tough.
How can you beat somebody at a sport that's so zoned in? Like I said, we out at it's 10 o'clock at night. Listen, we meeting up. We want to meet up downtown. Whatever, we want to get a few drinks, whatever. I'm drinking water, y'all drink. We having a good old time, females everywhere. Everybody coming to talk to us. But it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You about to jump on the E-way. You about to jump on Broad Street, and y'all see me outside just jogging home with all my gear on. Y'all gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy, like yo, you need a ride?
That gotta be a crazy situation.
When
your man be like, yo, bro, I just need you to drive him back of me. Like, wow, what you about to do? I'm about to drive home. That's crazy.
What's the feeling when you see somebody doing that? You don't even see people jogging anyway in the middle of the night. Like when you come from the club, it's dark outside, nobody ain't outside unless they going to work or coming back from work. But just imagine you see a boy running from the club. He Dougie though. You Dougie running from the club. You Dougie, you got your chain on your watch. You line shoes on, you looking real good, but you jogging home. How dedicated is that? And not only is he jogging home, like I said, he can jog home, and we could be in the car having a whole conversation with like, yo, so what we doing when we get to your crib? Oh, remember, hit the pads right quick, but don't forget it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning after we were just standing up inside the club for 5 hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how dedicated do you have to be? Like, are we ever going to run into that again? Exactly. So before y'all say that, yeah, it's hard, right? It's hard, yeah. So before y'all say these people, oh, this boy could beat Floyd, that boy, just know how dedicated this guy is.
I should have knew who I was talking to.
I'm just saying, if we out right now, if I'm out, y'all see me when I feel my homies and I'm buying drinks, my first day I'm like, yo, you want a drink? First day I'm like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, let me get it, you know what I'm saying?
He gonna be like, give me the water.
Exactly, how disciplined you have to be though.
It's different.
That's a different type of discipline.
That's what creates
greatness.
That's what separates good from great.
That's what separates good from great. That's exactly right. And that's why I'm saying I really think him not fighting Manny Pacquiao was a favor to him. Because if they would have fought back then, you got to build all the way back up. Like Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he might be fighting soon, but we don't know about it. You know why? Because he ain't beat Tank. If he would have fought Tank, oh yeah, he fighting this time, he fighting that time, he fighting that time. And if that would have happened with Manny Pacquiao, it would have been another Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
What about, even though that's your man, I already
I'm gonna speak it up. Let's talk about it, baby.
I already know what the answer is. What about had he fought Paul Williams when he was supposed to fight Paul Williams?
Here we go with this foolishness again. This is Mr. Underground. Mr. Underground guy. They always somebody always talk about Paul Williams. I'm gonna give you a snap. Paul Williams wasn't ready for that situation. That's what I'm saying. Paul Williams had a lot of outside stuff going on. Then it's like when you find somebody that's super dedicated to something, like a LeBron James is just that all you want to do is win. You do anything to win. Once he started finding those tapes, he lack on this, he lack on that. Because while y'all out partying and celebrating, doing this and riding motorcycles and doing stuff that don't got to do with boxing, Floyd is still being a learner. He's still learning. He never stopped learning the game. Even to this day, he's still learning. He got plenty of money. He could retire and be good. But to this day, this man is still learning the game of boxing. If y'all watch his film, that's why he's still in the ring with these younger guys and still doing what he's supposed to do. It's Underground Boxing News, Underground Boxing News. We got Mr. Underground, Did I mention that? Got my guy Chris, the barber. I want to shout him out. Thanks for letting us come through, show love. Got my guy Rob. I'm going to let Chris finish it off before I finish it off. Go ahead, Chris.
Once again, Crispy Cuts Barbershop and Salon, 3433 Germantown Avenue, directly across the street from the Temple Emergency Room. At Crispy Cuts, CHRISPY CUTZZ. Best barbershop in the city, best beard oils in the city, best beard shampoo, best beard balm, best barbers, period.
Period. At Razor Rell, RAZOR.RELL. You can find him on the cut at. All you gotta do is call outside, yo, who the boy Rell? They gonna let you know, and remain relevant.
Did I mention that? Y'all better talk Mr. Underground City, best boxing town in the world. Did I mention that? We're gonna be back soon, but now we gotta let y'all go. Holla!